So what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Look what I have today.
Hey,
Mr. Hitch to Horsepower, aka Robert Poe. And look what we have. We have a 40-foot fifth wheel, guys. I literally had to undo this trailer. If you don't know, we live in this thing, and yeah, it was tough. It took me a day and a half to get everything unhooked, cleaned up. We're putting it in for service. I'm probably going to be spending like maybe $2,000 on this thing. There's just a lot of stuff. I have a leak on the bottom. Stay tuned for that video. But today, what are we doing today?
we're gonna do some towing.
All right.
We're gonna hook my truck up and see how it tows the.
Is that yours?
Fifth wheel.
Is that yours?
Yeah, that one's mine.
Man, I think well, you know, you guys already know that this is truck. I keep forgetting. He's a part of my channel now. So here we go. We're gonna get the F450 first, and you guys have seen my truck towing, but we'll do a redo because my trailer is probably about 13, maybe 14,000 pounds right on the cusp. So GVWR is like 13,980, so we're right there. I have the tanks filled up with water so they can clean off the gray tanks. My black tank is pretty clean, but I still filled it up with some cleaner. And we're gonna go down the road and we are going to do some towing videos. So stay tuned.
Yeah, it's gonna be exciting. First time hooking my truck up to anything but a bumper pull.
Yeah. Yes, sir. And if you haven't seen those videos, be sure to pause it, go back and watch them, and be sure to subscribe to Hitch to Horsepower's channel too. I'll put the link right here, and I'll put the link down below in the description so you guys can find the videos and follow him too. Let's get into it. All right, guys, so Robert Poe is going to pull the truck up, but as you guys know, I have a Reese Goose box on my fifth wheel. This is a 2019 Keystone Cougar, and I bought this as soon as we bought the trailer. So this does have an airbag in the middle. I've already aired it up. All you have to do is just air it up from here, and you have chains. These are safety chains because this is considered a gooseneck, and this does have shock absorbers. It has rubber grommets, and as I mentioned, an airbag, so it really does help with dampening when you're going down the road. So be sure to check this out if you're in the market for a fifth wheel. All right, guys, so check this out. He's flexing on me, guys. He has a handle. I do have a step, I just don't have a handle to get up there. So what do you have there?
I have the B&W gooseneck setup for the factory prep package. It's got the ball, and it has the chain tie downs that all snap into the factory receiver on the Ford. This one's for Ford, GM, and Nissan. I don't know how big of a gooseneck trailer you're towing with a Titan, but hey, to each is their own. You know, go ahead, have fun with that. But let's drop this on in. All right, so we have, this is the backup view for the standard on the tailgate. We can zoom in. That's not going to help us here, or we can change it to the bed view, and then we can go ahead and drop the tailgate.
Yours does the same thing mine does.
Yeah, I actually took it out of gear or put it back in gear. Oh, and let's turn off that so that it doesn't annoy us. And we'll just back up.
You're good. Keep on coming back. 6 inches, 4 inches, 3 inches, 1, good. Come back maybe like a ½ an inch. That's good right there. All right, so you know I have to pick on your Ford truck, right?
Okay.
So one thing I will say, because I've done tests in the past with Ford, they don't give you as much space out back when you are hooking up your trailer. And I mean, this is probably more specifically for the gooseneck.
Right, yeah.
But I do like the fact that you can drop your tailgate while you're backing up.
That is nice, but you do have to watch.
Yeah, that's true. I can't do that. So if in a Ram, you have to be in park to drop that tailgate. So just keep that in mind.
But it won't let you drop it if you're at speed. So don't worry, you're not going to drive down the road and accidentally hit the button when you're trying to turn on the fog lights.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, at slow speed, it will let you drop it.
Okay, gotcha. So we're pretty much there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have you just scoot over maybe an inch. I mean, you did pretty good for the first try. I mean, this is first attempt, guys. So he's pretty much there. So you just have to move it over probably about probably 1/4 of an inch.
Yeah.
And then it'll catch from there. So.
Right.
Cool. So you know what we have to do before we drop the trailer, right? We gotta show you this measurement first. So it's right at 43, okay? So we're gonna drop it down and we'll see how much it's gonna squat. One thing we learned today is Ford F450s don't really drop. This is probably at least 2,900 pounds of
Easy.
pin weight, easily. And yeah, it's still a little bit of rake. Now when we get on the road, it probably might level out. So let's go and take a look at the suspension real quickly. So this does have the overload leaf spring. This has one single one up top. And you have 4 leaves in your main pack here. But this one is touching a little bit. But on this side, hadn't even gotten there yet. So really nice suspension on this bad boy. And while we're down here, we might as well take a look at these tires. 225/70, 19.5. This is Continentals. And are these 14 ply? Yep, 14 ply.
14 ply, steel belted.
Steel belted, 110 PSIs. Beautiful wheels.
So it definitely dropped. We're just over 41 inches now. So we about 2 inches,
Okay.
just under 2 inches, because we were just under 43 before, and now
Yeah.
we're just over 41.
So my little trailer, if you guys can see over there, the 2.8, well, my 2.8 foot, I should say, that trailer dropped about an inch,
Okay.
inch
Yep.
and a quarter, I think it was.
Right.
So with a little bit more pin weight, yeah, just 2 inches, guys. That's not bad. That's really good.
Yeah. I'm impressed. I'm thinking this is going to tow quite well.
I think so too.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So I have the coupler locked in. The chains are connected. I have my breakaway switch, 7 pins connected. Robert Poe does have a camera system too down there. And yeah, we're pretty much ready to go. Let's see how this Ford's gonna tow. One thing I always do when I'm packing up and leaving for a camping trip, I always make sure that these handles are completely over on the other side. And you have to do that for both sides too. So make sure you check these, because if they don't go all the way over, this could bounce out. So I mean, it's probably rare, but you want to have as much security here because you don't want to damage this, because it's going to cost you a lot of money. Robert Poe just drove it, and as you can see, it's about the same. I mean, it leveled out a little bit more, but yeah, it's the same. It's on that bump stop back there, and it still hasn't touched that one. So yeah, it hasn't moved much, man.
No, it's settled in nicely, but everything's just sitting there.
Yeah, looks good. I already have it in tow haul mode. You do have a few driving modes with the Fords. So you have tow haul mode, eco, slippery, deep snow and sand. Okay. And then normal mode, and we're going to be using tow haul mode. Diesel exhaust brake is listed up top. And we're going to go ahead and get down the road here. Excited to see how this wide track's going to work today. I'm probably going to be trading in the Ram today.
Yeah.
Or
If you can find a 450.
yeah, that's true. Or I can get a cabin chassis. I just have to find a bed for it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is easy.
So what do you think so far?
Well, it's a dually,
Okay. All
so
right.
life's a lot easier.
That's true.
Life's a little bit more safer.
Yep.
And wow, this power stroke. Let's see. Wow, it's pretty good.
It gets up and goes.
Having this wide track front suspension does help with, you know, even stability on the front too.
Yes.
I feel, so
Yes.
yeah.
You know, when you have the wider front, you got the real wide rear for stability over a single rear. But yeah, it's the whole combination, and then your tires, with these being the 19.5s with the commercial grade over the road tires.
Yeah.
That's going to be a difference with your truck too. You know, with your more aggressive tires.
Yeah.
Yeah, You know, you're gonna have a little better ride quality because your tires are a little more compliant. These things are, but with the weight in the bed, this thing really smooths out.
It does. I mean, yeah, like, and as you guys saw, you know, in the suspension, it has overall leaf springs. I mean, it's not even completely compressed down yet. I mean, there's still room there, and this is probably about, I would say, at least 2,900 pounds, because we full time in this thing, and I have the front water tanks filled up with at least 30 gallons of water, and that's 2 tanks that are up front.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, as far as is it windy today?
It's a little windy.
It's windy today too. Like I felt. I mean, this is a sail going down the road. I mean, this is a 40 foot, and this truck's probably 24 foot.
122, 20, somewhere in that range. 24.
Yeah, and I'm going 65 miles an hour. I mean, I can drive with one hand on the steering wheel. I feel confident.
And we can turn your massaging seats on if you really want to get comfortable.
All right, let's do that. I'm gonna slow down just a little bit. I'm gonna slow down. Up. I got to get over to the miles per hour here.
Up, go back.
Go back.
Up.
Up.
Down.
Right here?
Nope,
one more?
There you go.
There we go. Here we go, guys. Next bridge coming. We're going to send it. Let's see here. 50. I'm going to go down to about 55. I like 55 better. All right, here we go. Go. Oh, wow. 7th gear. Nice. 4,000 extra pounds. Makes a difference.
Watch out, object on road ahead.
Wow. That's good right there, guys. Really good acceleration.
Yeah, it pulls. It just...
Yeah.
So, you know, when you need to get out of the way, you want to maintain speed, it just does it. You know, and it's not about being fast, it's about having the ability if a situation arises. That's all it comes down to.
Yep. And if there's something like this that happens where you have to hit the brakes,
Police reported ahead.
you know, you want to be able to have the confidence to do that. And in this truck, I can guarantee you will have no problem stopping this 14,000 pound trailer.
Yeah, it's just great. It's and that's, you got too many people out there that are towing at their limit, and it's towing at the limit is not safe.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
So we're gonna test out this engine brake with a little bit more weight. I'm going 55. I'm about to get off on an exit. Unfortunately, I'm getting pushed down in speed because people are going really slow in front of us. I'll try to maintain a little bit more speed. Here we go. Here we go. All right, foot off the gas. Okay, I can hear it.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah. It's more of a smooth application than the Ram, I think.
Yeah.
The Ram sort of, it's like throwing an anchor out.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We're like,
But
we're gonna stop this bad boy.
Yeah. But this does bring it down.
Yeah, it does. And like I'm on the brakes right now.
Yes.
But like, I mean, it's definitely there. Like I said, so I guess this is second place. The Duramax that I tested, I really could not feel that it was ever on.
Yeah. What year was that Duramax?
2020.
It was a 2020. Okay.
Yeah, I could hear it coming on,
Right.
but I feel like it was just like how you downshift an automatic transmission and nothing happens.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what was going on there.
Right.
I do like these tow mirrors too. They do definitely show around the RV really good. Check that out, guys. Really nice. All right, one more time. You guys can see. Here we go, guys. That's really good. So acceleration is really good. As far as just the transmission, again, I think Ford is just leading the way GM's is pretty good too. I have to probably go back and look at my thoughts on it, but I feel like this one just shifts really quickly. You don't feel them.
No, you don't.
And I mean, it just goes through the RPMs so effortlessly. So as far as performance goes, I mean, this transmission, this engine, they've made them together. It's almost like they were born together.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I'm going 65 right now. I'm gonna speed up to about 70, just so I can not. I'm getting passed by a bunch of trucks now. But yeah, like I said, this is actually I'm hitting the wrong button.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go. Okay.
It does have the adaptive cruise control.
Nice.
And with auto braking, it will stop you. The safety, even if you're not in cruise control, it will stop you if there's some unfortunate reason not paying attention.
Yeah.
You know, it will warn you if it thinks you're following too close.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the cruise control in this is quite good.
Okay.
You know, you can set how far. It's like any adaptive cruise control. You can set how far in front you want and all that. But
nice. Now, does this have like you said this has adaptive steering, right?
no, so it has at higher speeds. It uses more force to turn and things. So at low speeds, you can just turn really easy in a parking lot.
Okay.
I believe I have to look this up, or let me know in the comments. Let us know that I think it adjusts the steering ratio also at low speeds. It's a quicker ratio, but I'm not 100% sure on that.
Yeah.
It is an option, even on the 450 Platinum. It's like $1,000 option.
Okay.
I don't think they order any of them without it, because why would you spend $87,000 without adaptive steering and not spend $88,000?
Right.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
It makes a huge truck like this easy to park, and but then you still have the confidence at speed,
Yeah.
where you're not oversteering. It has lane departure warning, but it won't steer you back.
Okay.
It will just warn you. It will give you a little vibration through the steering wheel and a red light in the gauge cluster, showing you which side you're crossing over.
Okay. Yeah, I would like a little bit more feedback, I would say, like especially like towing something too.
Right.
I feel like it's a little vague. Like
Yeah.
I feel like there's like a little bit of play.
Yeah, I think they definitely leave a little bit there, because you don't want. I guess they don't want you too abrupt of movements to. You start making real abrupt movements, then you're going to lose. It's going to start swaying. It does have trailer sway control. So
Okay.
if it starts going, the truck will play with the brakes and things to bring it back in line. Yeah. You still need to learn how to drive a trailer correctly, but the new trucks, they definitely help you.
They do make it a little bit easier. Alright guys, so we're gonna come to a complete stop now. Full diesel exhaust brake. Oop. Oh, that was my other camera.
Yeah.
Okay, so like the transmission was downshifting. I'm in 5th gear right now. It's so crazy to believe I'm in 5th gear
Yeah, it's
at 20 miles an hour.
this transmission is definitely set up to, if you need those, if you're staying in those low gears, it means you're pulling a lot of weight.
Jeez. Yeah, this is a great truck. I can't say anything negative about a Dually. I mean, this truck has the stability. It just has the confidence that you want when you're towing. I mean, if you're towing for 10, 15 hours, maybe not that long. Maybe if you're towing for 10 hours in a day,
Yeah.
fatigue kicks in.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're using a small truck, I mean, I promise you one thing. I mean, I've never towed a fifth wheel with a F150, but I did tow my 28-foot race trailer with one, and I didn't like it. So, I mean, if you're looking to purchase a truck, and I know they have a lot of advertisements, half-ton towable, you have to ask yourself a question. How long are you going to be towing for?
Yeah.
Because if you're going to be towing for 20 minutes to go to a campground near you that you always go to, then I mean, if you can get a half-ton truck that can tow a trailer, a fifth wheel trailer, then that'll work. But number one, those trucks don't really exist. You have to typically special order them. And number two, you can't get any options, so you can have enough capacity for the payload and all that good stuff too. But yeah, I got 10.8 MPG, and this is a beast of a truck. Heavy truck.
Yeah, but to your point about just looking at capacities, my Grand Cherokee is rated to tow 7,200 pounds. And I've seen people with those eco diesels pulling fairly good sized enclosed trailers, but I needed to move my 22 footer empty, and so it was about 3,000 ish pounds. It's pushing you all over the road. Jeez. At less than half its rated capacity. It will do it, but you don't want to do it for long.
Exactly. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Once fatigue kicks in, you know, all bets are off at that point. If someone jumps in front of you, you hit your brakes. You want to be able to get that trailer back in control. That's why I will probably always have a 1-ton truck.
Yes.
Just for that fact. I like the idea of having the confidence. Yeah. And when you're, like for us, like we're planning on going on a trip right now, I'm going to be driving 12 hours. And when I get to my destination, I don't want to be like a zombie because of what I had experienced going down the road. I want to be able to feel good about it. So this is something I always tell people. And just think about safety. Think about people on the road. Think about, you know, what could potentially happen. I mean, you can blow out a tire, and if that happens, I mean, if your truck only weighs 7,000 pounds or 6,000 pounds, I mean, is it going to be able to handle a, you know, 8,000 or 9,000 pound trailer? So
and most of the time, I'm not going to tow more than most of the time I'm less than 10,000 pounds, and probably the most I'm going to tow on a regular basis would be less than 15. I don't need a 450 for that, but I was like, it's not that much more money, and the fact that you want that overkill, you want that way more capacity, and it just comes down to safety. That's the key. Those trucks you see towing that the rear end sagging, you have no control, because that contact patch of the front tires is not there. It's like driving on ice. Don't do it.
Yep.
Just buy the correct truck. I understand not wanting a dually to an extent, but really it doesn't affect your parking, your driving. It's the length of the truck that makes that difficult. Once you get used to the dual, it's no big deal. If you're not towing that much, buy a single. But if you're going to be towing 8 hours plus in a stint, you want those duals.
Exactly. Yep. And on that note, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was helpful. Be sure to subscribe to Hitch to Horsepower. Thank you for letting me do this video with your truck today, dude.
You're welcome.
See you guys soon.
Yeah. See ya.